Hey, I'm Michael Mangum. I'm out of Stillwater, Oklahoma.
Braxy Goff, Tulsa area. So we're Fist of Rage. Man, we've got a wide variety of influences between the band members. So our founding member, Vernon Hicks, and lead guitar player, Judas Priest is one of his favorites. So the fact that we were able to have the Ripper and do the guest vocals for him was like a little kid at Christmas. And then I'm a more of a heavier. I listen to like Whitechapel and Carnifex and Beartooth, and so I like the heavy stuff. And so that was kind of cool. And they brought me in. They went from having power metal and grunge vocalists to now they've got a metalcore vocalist. So we were able to do all that power metal and grunge, and now we can throw screams into the mix too. So we do it tastefully. Try not to overdo it. They try to pull the reins back on me from time to time. So. What do you got, Mangum? What do you listen to?
Probably like John Humphrey from Seether, I get to work with him some. The Nixons are awesome, all those guys. That's a lot of my influence, just 90s rock, and then I love some metal.
We jumped in the studio right before COVID, and we were, pretty much got all the instrumentation down for the new album, and then that kind of put a pause on everything. So now we're trying to wrap up the new album, and we hope to release it by next year. But we've got a couple of new singles out that we've released in the time being, The Last Time and The Rage of Judas. The Rage of Judas actually features Ripper Owens from Iced Earth and Judas Priest. He did guest vocals on this track. So the only guy ever worthy to replace for the time being, Rob Halford, Judas Priest, was willing to work with us on this, so that was pretty exciting. I'd love to release the album by latest the end of next year, but we just wrapped up vocals on one of our singles that we actually performed here today at Rocklahoma. That's called Epitaph, and that should be out probably in the next month or two. Everything's done, we just need to get it mixed and mastered. So I'm the third vocalist for Fist of Rage, so this new album will be our third album. So each album's had a different vocalist. And with this album, when I came in, he told me, he's like, I've got a catalog of stuff that I've been waiting for something like you to come along so that we can do. So let's get this done. And so once we get through this album, I'm going to look forward to writing a little bit more on the next. Doug, that runs the DEB processing stage, Roadhouse stage, he's always great to us when we work with him outside of Rocklahoma, so it's a privilege being able to work with him again. Man, they've changed up quite a bit in 18, so this new layout that they've got, I think, was in 18, and they put second and third stage back up over the hill instead of on left and right of main stage. They've really opened it up for the main stage to have those massive crowds. As a concert goer, I know a lot of people hate it because some people would camp out in front of second stage and watch the main stage artist from second stage. Me, I love it because now you have to make a sacrifice and make some room for the guys that want to go back and forth. So I'm kind of stoked that they got some new blood here and got Slipknot on the bill. That's we've had a lot of Five Finger Death Punch. We've had Disturbed, we've had Stain, so Slipknot, I think that's going to step up the show.
I'm ready for Mastodon to do schoolwork on everybody. Mastodon hops on, everybody's like, oh shit, we got to tighten it up a little bit.
And that's what it's nice to have this band. Jackal's one of the ones that started out early years Rocklahoma with Twisted Sister, and it's cool to have those bands come back that helped start the festival and really get its roots. But we got to keep fans happy and rotate fresh artists in and out of here every couple of years too. So I'm stoked that it's not a carbon copy of 15 or 16. A lot of sacrifice has been made because it's hard to work around these COVID times. For a lot of artists are hesitant, a lot of concert goers are hesitant. I mean, judging by what we're seeing out there right now, it's a blast, probably 80,000 people or some shit. But regulations throughout, so there's been a handful of concerts, mainly locals and regionals. And, surprisingly enough, everybody knows what's going on, but a good chunk of those still sold out. So, the fans still want the music. It's just trying to balance keeping everybody happy and safe. And
you're not going to get rid of Saturday night.
Yeah. So if somebody wanted to look us up, the best way to get in contact with us and see what's going on is Facebook or Instagram. So you just Fist of Rage on Facebook, Fist of Rage 918 on Instagram. And then if you want to check out the tunes, we've got it on Spotify and Amazon, all the places. Yeah, we're Fist of Rage. Come find us on Facebook, Instagram. Just look up Fist of Rage anywhere there's music.